Welcome to Lgbt Love. This is your girl V, and today I have a special guest. Turquoise, welcome to Lgbt Love.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. I always like to start with a little question. When I say the word love, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Love is a verb.
An action word.
Absolutely. Don't love me like a noun, love me like a verb.
So we actually want to see the action behind the word. I like that. Now, how long have you known that you had an attraction for the same sex?
I can't remember not being attracted to women. So for me, that it feels like I've always been attracted to women because I can't remember a time not being attracted to women,
Mm-hmm. So forever, ever.
Yeah, something like that.
And you're dating now or single?
I'm single.
Okay. And how long have you been single?
I've been single for about a year.
Okay. A year. Dating is hard nowadays.
Dating is hard.
Yeah. When we talk about the dating challenges and dating in 2020 and what that looks like.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to get into that. There must be something behind that. Wow.
Yeah, dating is, we're all relying on apps and different things, 10 years ago, that would have been unheard of. We were going out, but now, life is a lot different than it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we were still, maybe hitting some clubs, doing some things like that, partying. That's really not a part of my everyday life anymore, and usually not even a part of my weekend. So I find it more difficult to meet people, so I rely more on, apps. Unfortunately,
So online dating.
Online dating.
A lot of that.
Yeah,
it's very popular now, especially when you're older and you're already established in your career.
Right. When your life is work and home and and whatever other little activities, how do you find or where do you find at this age the places to go to meet people or to whatever when you don't club,
Right.
So that kind of ties it back in. It's just 2020 is I'd say 2020 for the 30 plus is just it's a different looking scene.
Challenging.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How long was your longest relationship?
I dated a woman for 9 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
In your most recent relationship, why did that end?
Wow. I think it ended. Well, no, I don't think. It ended because you had two people who were. You had one person who was in a building stage of their life, and another person who was in a growing stage. We had a 12-year age difference, and that made a big difference. We were just in different seasons of our life, and we forget that relationships are just like jobs. We forget that they have to be worked, watered. They have to be harvested and maintained just like anything else. We put in the work to our jobs, and we continue to grow and evolve in those positions and look for promotions. When we forget that you got to do that in your relationship too. Continue to evolve and look for them promotions. She's
constantly working.
She's looking for them. She's
working.
looking for promotions. All the feminine chicks are looking for them. But you gotta, hopefully you're on that path to get it there. I'm looking for that.
Qualities do you look for in a woman?
That's a good question. First off, I must be attracted to her. I think that if I wasn't attracted to her, we couldn't even have the conversation for me to get to know any of her qualities for me to see. But I like a trustworthy woman. I think that's important. I like a God-fearing woman. I think a woman who knows that it's bigger than her, and also who knows that that in particular for me, she must be of the same faith as me, so she has to believe in Jesus and know that He is essentially the only way. However she forms that, or however her relationship is, it doesn't have to be about religion, but it definitely needs to be about relationship. But yeah, that's I think the initial qualities. You know, we in a melanin season, so of course I like brown skin, curly hair women.
Oh my gosh. you had to be that specific, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, be specific and he'll tell you what you want.
Right.
Okay.
Baby Jesus, please. Okay. All right. I get it. I get it.
For sure.
How do you label yourself?
I'm a stud, for sure.
Okay. Some people are anti-labels, so
I'm all for them. You know, it is what it is. You know,
and
I hold my card. You know.
Yeah, stud card.
Absolutely.
Stud for life.
For life. You like not
okay.
Not you know. Well, I don't know what you know. You never know what God has in store. I might be unconscious one day and just I have no idea. But I know I've never been with a man in my life, so I hold that special card.
Mm-hmm. Gold star.
Yeah, like to call it.
Well, since you identify as a stud, do you only date feminine women?
Absolutely.
Ask because for some people, you know, gender roles and labels are very important in our LGBT plus community.
Yeah,
Other times, not so much.
I would say I'm probably more traditional. So, you know, I'm not one of the newer school, you know, studs who, you know, or whatever, who don't really believe in the roles. You know, I'm a little more traditional. You know, I still believe in courting. I still believe in opening doors and holding her hand and being gentle and you know, catering to her needs and her not having to ask for certain things because I can already see, you know, I'm just old school.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I believe in roles, you know. I'd rather pay for the groceries than she cook them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, everybody's different, so just wondering because I like to hear different perspectives.
Yeah.
Who are your role models for dating? I mean, do you look for other people who have been in long-term, committed, successful relationships?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Help me understand that.
And I say that because, you know, I look to people as mentors, you know, people that you can talk to because they're in relationships, but I don't believe anybody can be my role model because my relationship will not look like anyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for me to model it after them would make it look like theirs, and I can't. And when you have two different individuals, we'll never be somebody else.
Right.
So you know, I can't imagine our situation would look like anybody else's. But so my role model is gonna have to be me and the person that I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. We gonna model this role out.
So your relationship would be uniquely its own.
Absolutely.
Your role models usually same-sex relationships, or
I mean, to me, a relationship is a relationship. So whether it be hetero or a homosexual relationship, you know, to me the only difference is your bedroom preference. I mean, people are people, and that's what I realized as I got older in this thing. It doesn't, you know, we all going through the same battles. When you have two different people, we all going through the same battle. No matter whether it's man, woman, man, tree, hugger, and you know, and tree. We all going through something, you know what I mean? We're people, so, you know, we're all broken. It's just how broken are we?
Mm-hmm. And in that brokenness, there has to be healing.
Oh, absolutely.
How do you heal after a relationship?
Wow, you know, I had to answer to that. I think you take me time, you know, and you face those things that you were hearing that were unpleasant to hear from that last person.
Oh.
You know, you have to face those things and be receptive, and you have to listen to not respond, but listen to comprehend, and that's hard. I know it's hard, but that's what growth is about, and growth is never easy. It's always painful. If it's easy, it's not growth.
Right.
It's something else.
That's important. What do you want to say to society to address the way they view same-sex relationships?
My bedroom preference might be slightly different, but I promise you that's the smallest aspect of my relationship. We're just people. And if you just look at me like that, then we shouldn't have any issue now. I love more.
Right.
Worry about my situation less.
Because at the end of the day, we're just people.
Absolutely.
Trying to have relationships and families, and hold it down.
Right. And my relationship doesn't have to look like yours, you know. And yours doesn't have to look like mine. I just have to respect the space, your space, and you respect mine, and we good.
I appreciate it. Turquoise, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how can we reach out to you?
Please.
Are you single ladies?
All you single ladies, hit up. Let me take the glasses
Oh my
God. Single ladies, hit up. I am Turquoise Perry on Instagram.
Okay.
Or, yeah, definitely just hit me there. I am Turquoise Perry. You can always get at me, especially you brown skin, curly hair women.
Oh my gosh.
Not that I'm hating on the light skin curly hair women. Hit me up too.
You might consider them too.
I'm just in a melanin season right now. You know what I mean?
My gosh. Well, thank you. I am Turquoise Perry on Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for spending your time today and giving your perspective. I appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that's it for today, and we'll catch you next time right here on Let's Be Love. In the meantime, remember, let's be the love that you want to see in the world.